What's up, everybody? This is Zal here, bringing you my thoughts about the latest Dragon Ball Super episode number 80. Um, and let's just get right into it, guys. Gohan is back. Gohan is finally back with this new episode, and he is back for real. This time, he is the contender in the preliminary fights to the World Tournament, or the Universe Tournament, actually. Um, what's going to take place between all the universes, to see which one of them gets to exist at the end. But wait, there was a bombshell dropped in this episode about that. So, before we get into that, let's first talk about the fight between Gohan and Lavender from Universe 9, one of the three wolf fellows from that universe. We saw the first one of them, Basil, whatever you want to call him. He fought Majin Buu in the first episode, and or not the first episode, and like the first fight, he fought Majin Buu, in episode 79. The fight started at the end of episode 78, but then they actually fought in 79, and Majin Buu, of course, kicked his ass. Um, After he tried to cheat, which in that case they made the tournament, and all out, everything goes, do whatever you want, kind of thing. Well, not the tournament. My bad. I meant the actual preliminary matches to the tournament, just to see, like, this is just for Zemo to see, well, Zemo and Zemo, both of them, to see, like, how the fighters are of those two universes, to gauge their powers. So, yeah, Gohan's fight at first doesn't go really well for him because his opponent Lavender, I don't know why he was called Lavender, because he's like a brown fox. And then once he starts using his abilities, you're like, aha, that's why. Because his abilities involve this purple lavender color poison that he gets, like a poison mist that he has around his hands that he can use to blow poison, yeah, like a little cloud of poison into you, that when he did it to Gohan, it blinded him, and apparently this poison goes through his entire body. So he had to fight with that handicap throughout the whole fight. Couldn't see, his body's basically decaying, and he still managed to use his senses as a Saiyan, and as like a strong fighter, and obviously words of encouragement from Goku to overcome those challenges. And at some point they were gonna throw him senzu beans and shit, but he was like, nah, I'm cool, I don't want any senzu beans, don't interfere, this is my fight. Which I was like, alright, cool. They're actually like not making him seem like he's a little weakling, like he has been since the fucking Cell Saga. Oh my goodness, man. As the fight goes on, Gohan slowly gets the advantage by using his Super Saiyan form, I guess, plus his potential unleashed form, to kind of radiate energy and be like an active radar, as they called it in the episode. So like he uses that energy that he gives out to locate where he is. But because of all the energy flowing through him, like to look at where the enemy is, but because of all the energy flowing through him, apparently it was making the poison flow through his body even faster. So he just got more and more purple as the fight went on, and he, by the end of the fight, there was a nice little finisher for it, and then both of the fighters are just on the ground, and it's a tie, which is what leads us into the third match, because my friends and I were speculating that maybe Gohan would lose somehow, like they would just do that to him. But yeah, thankfully they didn't do that to him. They just made it a tie, and he technically won. He just kind of, was decaying from the inside out, so he fell over. But don't worry, guys, they gave him a sense of being, and he's fine. Um, you know how Dragon Ball is. But after that, they dropped like the biggest bombshell so far in this arc, and this is just the beginning of the arc, so we are still getting all the actual information about the arc, and not just the hyped up rumors and he said, she said, or things that the people behind the scene might have hinted at or whatever. No, these are actual, like, this is the actual information about the saga from the actual saga. So here it is. So the universes that are fighting, basically the reason that the whole erase the loser universe rule exists is because Zemo was going to already erase all of the weak universes to him, that like the ones that he thought were weak. And apparently because of that, universes 1 and 12 and 5 and 8 are exempt from competing, because so he has these power gauges, and he gauged universe 7 at a 3.18, which is the second lowest universe amongst all the other universes. Which like that's a funny moment in the episode. Beerus is like losing his shit. Like, what do you mean we're the second lowest? Who's wait, then who's lower than us? And then they just look at Universe 9 like, I think you guys can tell who's lower. And Universe 9 is like, what? No, we're not that bad. But yeah, Universe 9 is 1.86. So 3.18 for Universe 7, and that's our universe, the one where Goku and Vegeta are, and 1.86 for Universe 9, and those are the lowest two. Universes 1 and 12 and 5 and 8 were exempt because all of them actually exceed a 7, which to them is like way too high. They can't compete in this tournament, so they won't be destroyed or erased or anything. But all the other universes, Zemo is already planning on destroying them. So this way he gets to choose one of them to survive, and the others will get destroyed regardless. So I guess this is kind of how they're trying to justify it, as in like, it's not totally Goku's fault, like he was gonna do it anyway, except now Goku kind of made it a fun, I guess fun to Zemo, like made it, you know, like a fun process for him to do instead of just destroying them and moving on with it. He has this whole tournament in place. And yeah, speaking of which, they did tell everybody, all the Kaioshins, like all the other gods of destruction, they told everybody, hey, this is how the tournament came about. Goku spoke to Zemo and all that, and they told him about the whole being erased thing, and everyone's freaking out. And yeah, even the gods would get erased from those universes, but they did mention that the angels wouldn't get erased, meaning Whis, Vados, all those angels would not get erased if the universe were to get erased. So that's pretty interesting. And yeah, that was a pretty big bombshell that they dropped for us at the end of this episode. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes, because I kind of want them to hold up their word and actually do destroy some of these universes, and not just kind of make it seem like the stakes are really high and then just not have any kind of payoff at the end, you know, which I guess would be a good ending, that nothing got destroyed. But you know, it would be kind of lame for them to set up all this and not actually destroying universes. So I'm sure they'll destroy at least a couple, and I think it'll probably come down between 6 and 7 again, because those are the two main universes that are in the show, because they have, like, you know, 7 is ours with all our main characters, and then 6 is our sister universe. So yeah, I'm excited to see what goes on. What do you guys think will happen? Do you think more than one universe is gonna get taken out? Do you think maybe at the end of it they're gonna do the whole, like, they're gonna just bitch out basically and do the whole like, hey, we can just use the Super Dragon Balls to bring all the universes that were destroyed back, and just forgive Goku for everything that he did to cause this, and Zemo, and just forget about it and move on with our lives? No, I think there's gonna be there is something more to this arc, and I can't wait to see it unfold. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below, and yeah, keep an eye out for next week's episode, and hopefully I'll try and do these thoughts and kind of reactions every week after every episode. Keep it casual, just kind of talk about what happened in the episode, nothing too serious. Give you guys my thoughts, my speculations about what will happen in the future. So yeah, let me know what you guys think will happen. Let me know what your speculations are and your thoughts about this episode if you have seen it. And yeah, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you never miss a thing. This has been Zal. Peace out.